Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919fm.com. News from the Street 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, I am Chanel Webb with the news on the street 919 FM. In the headlines today, penal retiree 80 murdered at home. Another baby dies at the Port of Spain General Hospital, NICU. A double murder at Simon Trees in Moruga. And internationally, China evacuates over 100,000 as heavy rains continue to lash south. And now the news in detail. The body of an 80-year-old retiree was found with hands and feet bound with tape and a sheet on April 22nd in the bedroom of his home in Pinal. Dead is retired teacher Dennis Diokaran Ramlal of Mohes Road in Barapur Police District. According to reports, at around 9 a.m. on April 22nd, a male relative went to check on Ramlal and observed through an open window blood on the floor and the feet of a body lying under a bed. He immediately called the police, telling them that he had been calling Ramlal's cell phone since April 21st and all calls went unanswered. At around 10 a.m. on April 22nd, the first responders arrived. They observed Ramlal's body lying on his left side with hands and feet bound with brown tape and the purple and white sheet. The head and face were covered with a white, black and brown striped sheet. The deceased was clad in a white t-shirt, plaid, multicolored boxers and grey and white socks. No one has been arrested. Ramlal would have turned 81 on August 17th. He was a teacher at the Education Ministry and retired over 20 years ago. Ramlal also attended the Mausika Teachers Training College in the 1960s. Another baby unrelated to the deaths recently has died at the Port of Spain General Hospital. Head of the hospital's neonatal intensive care unit, Dr. Marlon Timothy, said the baby had died at 2 a.m. that day. Timothy said the baby had contracted a possible bacterial infection, which is an isolated case, and then add other compounding issues in how the baby would respond to infection, antibiotics, etc., and unfortunately had a significant difficult trajectory and unfortunately passed away Monday morning. Timothy said an independent autopsy would be done by another regional health authority on April 22nd's death, and reiterated that it was not linked to the deaths at the NICU earlier in April. Timothy was referring to the 7 babies who died at the NICU between April 4th and 9th from a bacterial infection. The Northwest Regional Health Authority has received pre-action protocol letters threatening legal action over the deaths of 11 babies at the unit since February. In more news, a brother of Shumba James, the man who was the main witness for the state in the murder trial against 6 police officers, was gunned down along with another man on Monday afternoon. Oba Gil James and his employee Brandon Sina, 33, were killed in their home community of St. Mary's in Moruga. Police said that Oba Gil had been previously charged with possession of cocaine for trafficking. Shumba was a witness for the prosecution to testify against the officers who were charged with the murders of Abigail Johnson, 23, Alana Duncan, 28, and Karen Fingers Eccles, 26, on the night of July 22nd, 2011, on Russia Douglas Road. In November, after almost 13 years on remand and trial, the 6 police officers were freed. Oba and Tinat were killed at around 5:30 p.m. According to reports, they were seated in the garage area of Oba's residence when they were approached by 2 men armed with firearms. They opened fire at Oba and Tinat and ran off. Oba, with multiple gunshot injuries, slumped over a plastic chair and died. Sinat fell on the ground in the garage and he too died. Crime scene investigators retrieved from the scene several spent 5.56mm shell casings in the garage. We now head on over to Shanaka Phipps with the sports and the weather report.
Thank you, Chanel Webb. Good afternoon. I'm Shanaka Phipps with your sports report. In sports, the Trinidad and Tobago football icon Russell Latipi is finalizing the selection of players for the Legends versus TNT All-Stars exhibition match scheduled for May 10th at the Hazy Crawford Stadium that starts at 8 p.m. The match initially carded for May 11th has been brought forward by a day to accommodate changes to the schedule of the events on match day, on which further information will be forthcoming. Gates at the venue will open at 4 p.m. The event is being organized by Rosa Latipi Education and Sports Foundation. The Brazilian quartet of World Cup winners Kaká Rivaldo, Cafu and Edmilson are some of the headliners. Latipi said there have been many legend matches played around the world and he believes the same can be done in TNT. On the decision to put his name to the event and take a lead role in staging it, Latipi felt that the timing was ideal for him to engage in something of this nature. Legends line up former national captain Dwight York will lead a group of ex-soccer warriors including Carlos Edwards, Stern John, Brent Sancho, Kelvin Jack, Devon Jostling, Denzel Theobald and strike squad members Leonson Lewis, Brian Williams, Hudson Charles and others. In more sports, the preliminary round of the 2024 First Citizens Cup came to an exciting end on Sunday night with Police FC TNT Premier Football League Tier 2 outfit and miscellaneous Laventil United both booking their places in the round of 16. In the second game of a doubleheader at the University of Trinidad and Tobago O'Meara campus, Police battled in a serviceman derby against Defence Force Tier 2 team. Police opened the scoring in the 26th minute with Joshua Leach found the back of the net. The lawmen went into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead, and they doubled their lead in the 70th minute when Clevon McPhee converted a penalty to make it 2-0. Defence Force made the dying moments uncomfortable for Police counterparts as Kevon Blackman scored in the first minute of the second half stoppage time to cut the deficit to 2-1. However, Police held on to get the crucial win to advance to the last 16. And that's all for sports. Now let's look at the weather. For the period today until midnight, Trinidad, Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles, dull, hazy at times, breezy conditions are expected despite a few showers. Tonight will be fair but hazy. Please note there is a significant concentration of Saharan dust in the atmosphere. Persons who are sensitive to this change in air quality are advised to take the necessary precautions. Our temperature last night, there was a minimum temperature of 25.4 degrees in Piarco and 26.7 degrees in Crown Point. Our maximum temperature today is 33 degrees in Piarco and 33 degrees in Crown Point. Our seas are moderate, waves are 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and up to 1 meter occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. Now back to you, Chanel.
Now internationally, China has evacuated more than 100,000 people as heavy rains continues to lash the southern province of Guangdong. Authorities raised the highest level of alarm on Tuesday as the storm showed no sign of letting up. Flooding has already killed 4 people with another 10 reported missing. In just the latest episode of extreme weather to hit China as climate change affects the country. Torrential rains have been swelling rivers in Guangdong, prompting state media to warn the risk of floods at a level seen around once in a century. Footage from across Guangdong shows flooded villages, farmland and cities, along with collapsed bridges and floating vehicles. In addition to the 110,000 people who have been evacuated, at least 25,000 are in emergency shelters. In the provincial capital of Guangzhou, authorities have registered cumulative rainfall of 609 millimeters in April so far, which is already the highest monthly volume since record keeping began in 1959. The sustained torrent has hit the Pearl River Delta region, a manufacturing hub and one of the country's most populated regions, for close to a week. Home to some 127 million people, the region usually sees heavy rains in about September. It has been experiencing more intense and more frequent rainstorms and floods in recent years. Recapping the headlines, a penal retiree 80 murdered at home. Another baby dies at the Port of Spain General Hospital in a NICU. Double murder at Simon Trace in Maruga. And internationally, China evacuates over 100,000 as heavy rains continues to lash south. Good afternoon, I am Chanel Webb.
And I'm Chanaka Phipps.
And that was the news on the street 919 FM. To enjoy the rest of your day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Trinidad and Tobago, this Saturday is the final day to get early bird tickets for the amazing Latte for Moms 2024. On Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, Napa, Port of Spain, from 5:30 p.m. Don't disappoint moms. Get the tickets today. Only 165 general admission and 220 reserved. Get them before all are gone at Napa's box offices, IWER.com, Crosby St. James, Valini's Drug Mart San Fernando, Cachets, Port of Spain, Trin City Mall and West Mall, Extra Food Supermarkets, Grand Bazaar, Endeavour and Arima. For more information, call the 24-hour hotline at 774-5555. Bring moms to laugh with Larry Joseph, Kenneth Supersad, the new stars of comedy and dance in their seats with Baron, Farmer Nappy, Oscar B., Senel Dempster, and so much more. Mother's Day, May 12th at Napa. Presented by Rang the Glasgow Productions. The biggest customer appreciation sale is on at Furniture Plus. Come and enjoy massive savings all month long. Get up to 35% off appliances, up to 30% off youth bedroom, up to 25% off home office furniture, up to 20% off dining furniture, and up to 10% off smart TVs and more. Plus, shop combo deals galore. No cash, pay $1 down on higher purchase plans. Conditions apply. All stores open Monday to Saturday, and all stores except the Henry Street is opened this Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check press and social media for more details. Sizzla Kalonji is on the way to Trinidad. Redemption, the concert, infiltrates the Queen's Park Savannah in Port of Spain on June 1st with positive vibes and love. Sizzla Kalonji, together with some of reggae's biggest influencers, the iconic reggae powerhouse Steel Pulse, Collie Buds, Christopher Martin, and the original Wild Apache Super Cat. Get your limited 350 general, 850 VIP drinks inclusive, and 1250 VVIP premium drinks inclusive tickets now. No other concert experience can compare to Redemption. We move forward, bringing the light. Tickets are available at IWER.com, Extra Foods, Grand Bazaar, Arima, and Sangre Grande, Cuties, Piaco, and Heartland Plaza, Chagonas, Java Nation, Port of Spain, and Food Hall, Piaco Plaza. Pub House, R. Peter Avenue, In Excess, Arima, and Port of Spain. 10 for Men in C3 Center, San Fernando, and at the Johnny Q Superstore, Lowlands Mall, Tobago. Redemption is a concert everyone anticipates. June 1st, see you at the concert capital again. Looking for a pleasurable experience? Then look no further. The Sea Champion is available for rent. Sailing from Kings Wharf, San Fernando for a 4-hour cruise. Sailing times at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., and 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. 1 hour boarding and 3 hour sailings. This includes a house DJ for boarding, cleaning crew, security, and a well-stocked bar. For more information on bookings and packages available, contact 399-5959, 324-4227, or 281-4723. Call us anytime for bookings.
Station that defends the nation.
Troubles may come, but I'm a praying soul. Devil does try, but he does never learn. So much on my mind, if I tell you, just look at me smile. When them do me wrong, I do them right. I'm just a man who does pray at night. How I live better than them. How I look better than them. How I feel better than them. Better than them. No problems. If you see me jumping up to the ceiling, hand them high. Oh Lord, what I feel. This peace of mind. Jumping up to the ceiling, hand them high. Oh Lord, what I feel. This peace of mind, feeling real good. This is the mood, I feeling real good. Nothing can change the groove, I feeling real good. Them can change the mood, I feeling real good. Have some people allergic to happy, good over evil. Don't red eye nobody, because God alone know the things we face in this life. Karma real, so watch every step we take. Stay on the right side. Father know, forgive them, they don't know better. Father know, use me so. When them do me wrong, I do them right. I'm just a man who does pray at night. How I live better than them. How I look better than them. Look how I feel better than them. Better than them. No problem. If you see me jumping up to the ceiling, with my hand them high. Oh Lord, what I feel. This peace of mind. Jumping up to the ceiling, with my hand them high. Oh Lord, what I feel. This peace of mind, feeling real good. This is the mood, I feeling real good. Nothing can change the groove, I feeling real good. Them can change the mood, I feeling real good. Some of them suffering from bad mind real bad. But I cool, I'm not mad. Oh, they walking around the clock. My blessings come from high on top. Father know, forgive them, they don't know better. Father know, use me so. When them do me wrong, I do them right. I'm just a man who does pray at night. Tell them how I live better than them. How I look better than them. Look how I feel better than them. Nothing can change the groove, I feeling real good. Them can change the mood, I feeling real good.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Winfrey, grew up in abject poverty because of drive and ambition.
Street919fm.com, the official station that defends the nation.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens, and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Highlighting young, vibrant, and future stars spreading our nation's banner across the world. Telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth.
Last year they come back with a different story. They said they want something smutty about Gina Dorothy. Now on your pants you know your future depend. So I sit down to write this motto only to please them. But as I take up my pen and my piece of paper and I write out the first verse, listen what I remember. And that oil money come and oil money go, and poor people remain on the pavement and ghetto. When Mr. Divider start to divide the bread equally, yes, I'm going and finish the whole damn Calypso bow. Dorothy, our jam she, and she jam me. How we back, and we roll back. But once my people keep fighting for equal share the cake, wait, Dorothy, wait. Up the challenge just to prove to the lot. I decide to show them Stalin could write a smut. But this Dorothy woman who come down to the island, and we have men with battery when we come out the steel band. Look at Don Hyatt to girl to put on some short things.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's Naka. Today's Tuesday, and you know what has happened at 12:30 on a Tuesday? It is Positive Corner Day. And you know, I try my best, I try my hardest to get, somebody to interview so you could hear more positivity in communities and, you could hear more young people. Because I really want to highlight young people in this program in particular. And today, I have a gentleman here today. And I met this gentleman last year when I went to Milat to volunteer my time. And he had me laughing. Again, when we went back to Milat this year, we brought him on as our MC for our karaoke show and our games day. So this young man is a former cadet. Is cadet, right? Former cadet of the Milat program. And we had a little chat when I went the second time around, and we had a chat, and I loved his charisma, I loved his positive energy, I loved his confidence, because mind you, he's a whole heap of confidence. He's a whole heap of confidence, and I loved how the vision that he has for himself and where he wants to go in the future. And I really, I gravitated to him instantly because, he does real bring laughter to me. He's real bring laughter to me. He had us laughing in the studio just now. He had Kyle rolling in the studio just now. So, I will show you a clip. And this clip that he made really touched my heart because he's a young man that he's not going to give up. And he talks about the motivation that he has, that the motivation that he gets behind him. And he's a person that he believes in persevering. And he's very consistent. And even though, sometimes in life we deal with challenges. And this young man, I am going to show a clip, and I want you to join the live quickly. Join us on the live on Facebook and YouTube. And we are live on TikTok at the moment. So join us. And I will introduce him. And this is Nkosi Thomas, also known as Jiggles. You see how you're laughing right now? Also known as Jiggles. And I'm going to show this clip, so join me on the live. And let me tell you something. When you listen to this clip, you can see this young brother, this young son, this young nephew, this young cousin, the motivation and how he is consistent and he's willing to persevere to make a difference in his life. And I hope this touches somebody today. And I want you all to come and join me on the live. I'm going to play this video for you all. Just give me a minute. Let me get the video for you. Join me on the live quickly. And let me show up a clip, a beautiful clip of this gentleman, this young man in Trinidad and Tobago who wants to make a difference in society. He wants to make a change within himself. And I think he is a great motivation to a lot of young people, young men. And I know for sure he's going to be a leader. I have no doubt about it. So I'm going to play the video for you guys again. And join me on the live.
I take real long to post this video, but bam. For those who was watching my live, they see I get 3 passes or whatever out of the 6 that I do. I get 3 passes out of the 6 I do, and I was happy. Reason being because I didn't know I could do it, and I'm kind of thinking I didn't know I could pass or anything. I was real praying. I make videos and telling other youths and all too and telling them there's this scene. CXC coming up, prepare all this thing. But I was motivating them. I was motivating myself too, because I used to watch my videos and I move and motivate myself. Because my for them CXC and them. But I know I put in my work. I get my help from my 2 partners, Ishmael and Giovanni. I get my 2 partners and them, they really help me out. At times and all, when they realize I'm slacking off from my work, they come in my room in the middle of the night and let me know boy, you're slacking, what you doing? Thing. I want to thank all the most important. I want to thank my instructors. I ain't going to call no name. I want to thank my English teacher. I ain't going to call your name neither. But I want to thank all a lot. All they helped me real plenty. All they make me realize that I could do it. And that's why I'm going and do CXC again. So I could go back and get maths. But I want to thank all a lot. All they helped me a lot. And I want to thank anybody all they know. You see young fellas, if all they know all this street are nothing for them. Chance if all they could join the program and see what they could do. It really helping. The My Life program really helping. It is a boss. Yes, at the beginning it go and be hard, but it is a boss. Take what I'm telling all you. I want to thank all you very much. All you helped me, and I want to help others. Thank you very much. So all you don't know is all the boy Jiggles.
Right. So you all saw that video, right? This young man is, to me, let me tell you something. I ain't calling it Jiggles. Nkosi Thomas, also known as Jiggles. I want to tell you, even though young people looking on, you have motivated me to see such a young person like you not giving up, not looking to go on the negative route, not looking to follow bad company, but you're willing, even though it may take some time and you may go through some struggles, you're not giving up. And I want you to introduce yourself formally and tell Trinidad and Tobago and the 919 family about who is Nkosi Thomas.
Big up 919 one time. Name is Nkosi Thomas, aka Jiggles, as everybody know. And to be honest, it's be hard. But you see, once you put that mind and accept that goal to tell yourself, here's this in. Yeah, I go in faith, I want it, and I want it now because it have plenty you big up the youths one time with this message me on Instagram and on TikTok and tell me I was join the program where it is about we could really tell man if anyone in them could if you ask anyone in them I always tell them I get short and sweet. If you know your mind is strong, don't waste your time. If you know you want something and you go in for it, because listen to youth man talk, I can't remember his name. He said, boy, I drop off real plenty of my friends because they say that, or use a girl care, or go and join day and wherever. And he said, boy, I know why for. So I said, boy, once you know what you for, you go for it. Because I never see nobody come out of that program yet and be unsuccessful unless they do it to themselves. There's help a lot. And from where I come from, if I had the picture from how I started, you would not doubt that me, cause my face was way bigger than this year. I was three something. I was real big. I was still big, but I was way bigger, and I wasn't as intelligent that how I intelligent now. The words that I just use now, I can use them before because it had more obscene language than normal talk because my English was very short, very, very, very short. I try my best to push forward during the and it have instructors that help me too because it has certain instructors they observe because when we now start back doing schoolwork I was real weekend work and an instructor could just by watching he say yeah but Jigger's not revising and he tell me that in my face and exactly what he say was going on. I was moving back. I just suffer with how to say it, boy. I don't know how to say it. You see, when I see work and I can't figure it out, I just put it in a corner and go and find something else to do.
A short attention span.
I go and look for something else to do. And I seen men playing football outside, but mind you, them men and them playing football outside don't finish the work, so them playing. I mean finish my work, but I want to go and play because you know I couldn't. And I wouldn't say I was giving up, so I tell myself I'll go for help.
Yes.
I go for help from different people. I get help from some of the teachers and all too. Some work that I didn't know, that I know now. Because I went on and I talked to some ministers before while I was in my lot. I let them know I couldn't read and write. I really couldn't read at all. Reading was my biggest weakness. I will see a big word and I will say and continue going. If I see a next big word, I'll say and continue reading. That's how I was. That's how I used to do my thing.
Tell me something. What made you really and truly tell Trinidad and Tobago what made you join the MILA program?
I was real troublesome. I used to give my mother and my father problems, two of them. Get my mother problems, she get fed up. I get my father problems, he get fed up. Two of them was in the same category. Tell the truth, it ended up I wasn't even living with them. I was living with other people. Right. That wasn't working out to them. I went somewhere else, and the last place I was in Second Caledonia with a lady called Miss Tasha, and I used to call she mommy. Cause she take it upon herself to take me, and she try. And she tried, and still was getting the same amount of trouble I was getting my two parents and them. But here what it go on with me. I did meet a girl. It has always happened with meeting a female, but I don't know why. I ended up meeting a girl, but I didn't want she. I used to talk to she like if I smart, but I know to myself I wasn't smart. So I tell myself, my father was telling me about it. And then too I did real like she. So I tell myself, I go and do it for me. So she go like me. And that's how I end up going. I went and take vaccine and all kind of different thing. And you didn't believe me and a girl, not even like how we was. Yeah.
But you still have to, give her that chance.
Exactly.
That,
me and she still talk.
Right. But how was the experience though?
The experience was, for me, that was hell the first day I reached there. The first day I reached there, it was real hell because you had to tote your own bag in the back. And they gave me the long way to pass, they gave me the short way to pass. And then too, I had garbage bag, and it's garbage bag I was rolling with. I was rolling with no suitcase like everybody. I wasn't so fortunate I was rolling with garbage bag.
Right.
and garbage bag busting on me while I in the bag. They had to tie the garbage bag to go in the back with it and his bucket, and it was rough, and it make me become a man.
Beautiful.
Because to me, I was a boy still.
Yeah.
And I learned real plenty from them. That is how now I do settle for nonsense at all.
Nice.
Because look at this, I help a youth man get into the Milad program, and 2 weeks into the training, he leave and come and tell me, oh, Milad is trash and this and that and the other. He don't even know how upset he get me. Because he don't even, I just tell him, all right, okay, cool. Yeah. And I continue helping others.
Right.
Because it are others who I help and they're still in there right now.
Right.
So what wrong with them? So how to be wrong with you?
Yeah.
Because them going through the same thing. The same thing you going through, them going through the same thing. It have nothing different. Everybody does go through the same thing. Nobody does get more favor than nobody.
Right. So you joined the Milad program. You went through a tough time, but let them know what are the main things that you know from being in the Milad program. What are the main things that you will always carry within your heart about the program?
Your batch.
Yeah.
Your batch, the fellas inside there. You will go in there with one bunch of sweaty, big, tall, skinny, all kind of different men.
Yeah.
Don't know them from a place. Some people might end up going in there and you might know a partner from school or whatever, but you just go in there knowing nobody. For me, I went in there knowing nobody, not a soul.
Yes.
I didn't know nobody. And although you mightn't like somebody, just because you and that person trained together, you not going to watch nobody last year.
Yeah.
Don't matter how much you don't like he, you not going to watch nobody last year. And that is how me and my batch used to roll.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was one love.
A brotherhood.
Exactly. So men falling out with men, but men still sharing a plate.
Right.
Men still, yeah, by a plate in the back, men still learning a man a plate, men still learning men spoon. Men walking from quite across on the next side to just get a man one biscuit from me pack of cricks.
Nice.
And that is how it used to go. So that is how it still does go. I'm not say you, so that is how it is still go.
Right.
So it's a brotherhood. And there's reason why they try to put more youths in this, because if you watch that what going on the news and is murders and more murders and it's only fellas. It has some fellas younger than me, way younger than me, all 16, 15, nobody living to see past 23, and them kind of mad thing that has been taking place. I unfollow all them pages because I get fed up. I see
beautiful.
Every time I open my phone, this one there didn't learn me, this one there didn't born. It had a youth, a Milad card that will leave, but I didn't know he leave and end up dying. I don't know if it's in born.
I remember, right.
That bring real tears to my eyes. That real hurt me.
Yeah.
Olan Jones, that real hurt me. That real bother me because I didn't know he live.
Yeah. That
bother me the most, because here's why I used to take that youth man away because he could real sing. When I tell you he could real sing, I used to take you away from when I go in on my run and thing and I see him finish, I used to take you when no instructor could see and let him vent and talk.
Right.
Let him talk to his little girlfriend. Cause them could have only use the phone like we say on a Saturday and thing. Right. But I understand because I went through that too. Cause when you're not reaching my you had to wait a whole year to like use your phone. So I understand how it is feel not to have them kind of
privileges.
Exactly. So I gave my blind and say, boy, we all call. But I will call my girl and I let him call the girl and say, boy, I hear he could sing some tunes for, and he will sing and he could. He know positive music, he could know negative, he know everything, and he had more positive songs than anything. So
what you're saying that so I from what I gather, you are, even though you were inside there, like everybody else, you were still a motivator.
Exactly.
To them, still a leader, a brother, and this is what I love. Even though everybody going through the same situation, it doesn't mean that you have to still live in the hurt and the pains of your life, but make yourself better and become a leader and become a big brother, be a brother's keeper. And what I want to ask is, what is the future plans? What do you want? What do you plan to do? What is your journey that you want to take? Where Nkosi wants to go?
I will join the Coast Guard or the Army. I don't matter which one, because the two in them uniform sexy, so it don't matter. It don't really matter to me. But as long as I join a service, and to me, I just watch myself, although I just hardly talk to any of my siblings and them. I know them just be watching me, because look, when I join my sister joined cadets.
You see?
So I know them watching me. I know them watching me, so I kind of doing it for them, although we don't really talk plenty.
Right.
I can remember when last I talked to my brother, or my brother messaged me. I said recently I see a picture of a man, he get real small, fit thing, nicer than me, well feeling nicer than me, I know I nice, I know I sexy, but I always big up my brother and the man. Even when I see him, I always let him know he have a straight head, don't let nobody, because friends is the least of we problem.
Yes.
Your father have plenty children. Like the least we don't need friend.
Yes.
We have brothers and sisters, we have plenty.
Right.
Don't need no friend.
And you know people will ask that you went to other people, and people will ask, where were your parents? Where were you? And as you said that, your parents got fed up.
Yeah, them get fed up, and I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame my mother nor my father. I wouldn't blame none of them, because I was really a handful.
And they tried.
Exactly, and they tried. I was really a handful, and they tried. But I just, as now, it's time for me to really go on my own journey. I love them both. Both. Despite whatever take place in my life, I love them both, because the both of them try. My mother, I big she up one time because she tried the most.
Yeah.
She tried the most, and I never get she no kind of thanks for it. She tried the most. Cause it had plenty times where I was staying by other people, and she came, I don't know where she came, and she took me. She carry me down the go. She make me pull her trolley, and she buy one set of groceries for me to make sure that I go, and then went back home.
Beautiful.
So big up my mom one time. My father always tried to be, how to say it, I get my talkative ways from him.
Yeah.
I just switch it up and make it more sexy. But my talkative ways, he just talk plenty. I just talk the most. So I get that from him. So I just tell people that although I had a rough childhood, it had people have it worse than you. That is what motivated me to keep going. And that is why I finished. That is how I end up finishing mine. Because I could have leave. I wanted to leave bad.
But you finished.
Frustrating me.
You finished.
But I finished.
But before, because we only have a half an hour, I would take 2 or 3 calls and give this young man that is here talking about, where he came from, and how the Mila program has changed him, and where he wants to go in the future. And let me tell guys, this is something I believe in, and of course that we always be in contact.
Come on.
And he would talk to me about certain things, and I would just tell him, don't worry about it. You will find a way. You will make a way. And guys, when we get in contact with these young people, it's not for us to give up on them. Don't ever give up on them. Don't ever give up on them, please.
Yeah, I have a message and all too to certain let me say to parents. I want parents to know that despite what your child do or where your child
don't give up on them,
because you don't know what that child could become. Don't give up on them. Don't give them to nobody else, because when them give me up, it damaged me.
Wow.
It damaged me to a fact where I didn't want nothing to do with the two of them. And I meet my mother the other day, and I told her the same thing.
Well, we have a caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Naka.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nakosi. Well, I think that he's on the right track.
Yes.
And I think that the government should have him doing just what he did.
Motivational, yes.
So on the television, as during the break when they have their news and different things, and talk to the people, because I think he's targeting his young people to motivate them.
Yes.
Right? And I think that's a good thing for our country and a good thing for the people, because nobody wants to see any dead body on the ground.
True.
So I want to say I'm happy to hear him talk. I'm happy that you have brought him on.
Yes.
And, I hope he gets his wishes, but, you have to ask for wisdom to choose the right thing.
Yes.
Because Jacob, he asked God for wisdom. So, you know, you ask for wisdom as well to choose the right thing, because you might want something, it might be you want, you know. It's like children going to university and they're going to faculty and then they realize, oh, but that's not my thing, I want something else. So, you know, ask God for wisdom, and God bless you. Take care.
All right, thank you. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Naka.
Good
afternoon, Nikosi.
Come on.
Naka, this is peacemaker. Jigger's boy, oh God. As a mother, as a grandmother. But I'm going to tell you something. I was on your IG. You know, like I couldn't even come off, you know, it's from video to video.
It's not easy.
Because you're full of inspiration.
Yes.
You're a child after my own heart.
Yes.
And, you know, you remind me of my fourth son. You remind me of him, size and everything. When he gets smaller now, growing taller. But, you know, you remind me of him. And it's the way that I want him to go. You know, when he's getting there, because he's getting himself involved in some courses coming up and stuff, and he's getting there. I just even sent this I just shared it to him on WhatsApp, so I know when he comes from work, so he will
see it. Nice.
Right? I want to thank you. Yeah, when you're talking, you just have me, tears is being mine, and a smile on my face. Because I always smiling, because I know in my heart, look, I posted even on Facebook. I said, this is our one of our future.
He is.
You know, he's one of our future youth. And I thank God for you. I give God thanks. I ask God to strengthen you. When you feel you're weak, give you strength so that you could go on. I love the way you give your messages.
Thanks.
You know, you talk with youth like yourself could understand you, because, you know, sometimes adults just speak and they might use big words and, you know, all of that. And sometimes if you don't understand one big word in a sentence, you lost the whole taste or the essence of the sentence. You know, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you the whole life. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.
All right, then.
Bye-bye.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Naka.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nikosi.
Good afternoon.
Love to hear what you're son from Lavantil, and I from Lavantil also. I love to hear what you're doing. So you put God first, and everything will be added on to you. Keep up the good work, son. Okay?
All right.
Right, okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Naka. And youth man, good afternoon to you too. I'm not staying long, but I'm going to tell you something. And keep it in the back of your head. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow will see for itself.
Yes.
Today is your gift. That's what they call it, the present. You're young, and your presence is now.
Yes.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Guys, okay, so we're down to the wire. Nikosi, you know, yes, my doo-doo darling.
Come on, the
sexy guy, he just call himself. But thank you so much for coming on. I know you touch a lot of people that listening. Thank you very much. Thank you for, you know, always being an inspiration and being a motivation, and I want it to continue. And you know I will be behind you every minute. Because anytime I see you slipping, I'll be behind you.
Nah, I don't slip with the slide.
You don't slip with the slide. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on Positive Corner. See you guys next week, Tuesday. We have plenty more in store for you. I believe we will have the 7-a-side. I'll be going to the 7-a-side and taking a little coverage of that in the Belmont area. You know, we continue bringing positivity to you. I'm going to continue. I will be his big sister. Don't worry. I am his big sister. I'll make sure that he always on the right track. Right? So more Positive Corner next week. I have a lot in store for you. I want to bring more positivity to you guys. We're going back to the Belmont community where we have the 7-a-side. And I'm going to do, you know, a little interview with the young people in the Belmont community. And it wouldn't only be Belmont people, from all over Trinidad and Tobago in the 7-a-side competition. See you guys next week. Love you guys. Positivity all the time.
Love always.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens, and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introduce